Hello everyone, welcome back to another video where today we're talking about people getting struck by lightning and surviving. Let's talk about that. Okay, well, let's get into it. First thing, I think I have a couple stories here about people actually getting struck by lightning and surviving. Alright, so here's the first person. This is Lisa Weirhurl, I think it is. She is an 11-year-old. She can be excused for not seeking shelter the day she was struck. So it was a beautiful sunny day, it was clear out, and Lisa was walking with her friend when a lightning bolt traveled from miles away. The storm was miles away, and it hit her shoulder, and the electricity entered her shoulder and exceeded her wrist, which left her with leaving behind a broken arm. So lightning, with a clear sunny day, she was walking, lightning struck her shoulder, she had a broken arm. Who knew? That's an interesting story. Another story is that's weird. And plus, and here's another one. Wilson Kemp was walking away from a lightning strike, but likely the ground strike which lightning spills over. It was a dark sunny day. Lightning hit the ground, and the ground impact of the lightning spot, it didn't go anywhere. Apparently, when you're standing on the ground and lightning hits from a neighbor's yard, the lightning goes underneath the ground and out, whatever. And here's a picture of some guy who was on the ground, and the lightning, like it shows the lightning going through, but you didn't know it at the time because you didn't know the lightning was there at the time because you don't feel it when it enters, but you feel it, the aftershocks of it, and that's what it left. But kind of cool, actually. It's kind of like a tattoo. Yeah. Alright, so let's find another one here. Alright. For Austin Melton, fortunately, a 14-year-old Austin Melton was hit by lightning only once, and he was at a baseball game in the middle school in Savannah, when the storm kicked out power to the gym. The storm knocked off power to the gym. Austin was walking outside and was soon struck by lightning. He walked outside, it was a storm, the gym power turned off, he walked outside, and he was struck by lightning. Next thing he remembers, he was in the hospital with burns in his head and chest and ankle. One of his eardrums was also perforated, like from conlucid effects of the lightning. This is credit to Austin, nicknames the Sparky. Wow. Lightning's pretty dangerous when you don't know how to handle it, you know. Okay. What do we got here? Here we go. Here's a little backstory of lightning, I guess you could call it. Lightning is one hell of a force of nature. It is. Lightning bolts form when electrical imbalances build up either between a cloud and the ground, or a cloud and a cloud. Lightning is an imbalance equalizing itself. It's about 40 to 50 lightning strikes around the world every second. With the year total of hitting over 1 billion, it's hard to get the precise count of number of people getting hit by lightning in the world. But we do know that there were 28 reported cases of people being killed by lightning in 2012. Half of the levels of a decade ago. Around 5% of the number of people who killed back in the 40s. So, half of the levels of a decade ago, around 5% of people were killed back in the 40s. So 2012, more people were killed, but back in the olden days, only like 4 or 5 people were killed. Or 5% of the people back in the 40s were killed by lightning. Or struck by lightning, I guess. I don't know. Thankfully, every lightning strike is not a fatal strike. We're all thankful for that. According to the Nature Weather Service, 90% of the lightning strike's victims survive. So 10%, they don't. Sorry. Goodbye, 10%. You're dumb 10%. I don't know. So they complain. And here are some tips for avoiding a lightning strike, being struck by lightning. Here's some tips. 7 tips of lightning safety awareness week. First tip: don't ignore a fair warning. So if there's a warning that lightning is coming out and it's gonna strike down, don't ignore it. That's the first one. No, that's not the first one. Oh, the first one is be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for lightning. Always be aware of your surroundings. Next, number 2, is take charge of the situation. You need to if there's a whole bunch of people in a building and nobody else is taking charge, all panicking, you take charge. You take charge, because if you know what to do, then you got a good situation. Don't ignore the warning fare. I already talked about that one. And be closed-minded, okay? Seek shelter when you're caught in a thunderstorm, but also keep in mind that not all shelter is the same, okay? Keep a low profile as well. That's number 5. Keep a low profile. Find a safe and closed shelter. That's the best way to escape lightning. There's also ways to slightly reduce the risk. You can reach a building or a car. You can go in there. There's rubber tires from the trees. Or, first thing, get away from tall trees, because they can catch on fire if lightning strikes them. So stay away from those trees. And, flagpoles, power lines, avoid all virtual structures, especially if they contain metal. Get away from metal. You all hear me? The second, avoid by becoming a lightning rod yourself. Number 6, don't forget the pets. Always remember your pets, because they could die, because lightning could strike them and they could die. So don't ever get your pets. Number 7, think outside the box. You gotta think. You gotta think of much safer ways to protect all your family and everyone that's doing it. And that's it. Those are the 7 tips that I told you to be safe around lightning. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, like it. And if you're new, it's the first video you've seen by me, and you'd like to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to this channel. And yes, that was some tips around lightning and and a couple people, how they got struck and survived, and 7 tips of lightning safety awareness week. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I already said that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!